place. Dante's Inferno, the devil's maze. It's a good world, good world gone bad.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a little while. Yeah, make no excuses, no apologies. We've been fishing. We have been spending family time and not worrying so much about a bunch of the other things that we need to do, have done. We're just choosing to reprioritize them. So gardening's still happening in the greenhouse right now. Actually repotting peppers because they are in need of being done. But yeah, it's been a couple weeks because we truly have been fishing. Not kidding. We've gone fishing. Just hanging out, spending some time relaxing. Our oldest one, as any of you have been with us for a while know, graduated last year. And she's kind of out of the house and doing her own thing. And it just kind of reminded us that everything goes really fast. Really fast. So this year we're choosing to make a little more time for each other. Still getting some stuff done, but just not quite as worried about that. So if every once in a while we go a week or two and you haven't heard from us, we're probably at the lake. Now that it's warming up more and more, we'll probably be at the lake more and more. But because we were at the lake all weekend, that means right now it's pepper time. These need to be repotted. They're just not growing like they should. I think because they just need more space. Let their roots grow a little more. So I'm gonna get them potted and fertilized. That's today's job. One of today's jobs. We've also got the major end of the school year itch, like just wanting to be done, ready to not worry about math and science for a minute and just have fun outside, in the garden, wherever. Y'all, look at these tomatoes. They're looking good. Repotting them and fertilizing them did a lot of good. They look like they're ready to get in the ground. In fact, they are ready to get in the ground. And typically, we get them in the ground April 15th, Tax Day's Tomato Day. That's what we always say. It's our rule of thumb. But this year, even though it's 73 today and really hot in here, tomorrow it's supposed to be 43, chance of snow, and a low of 30, which is insane for this time of year. But because of that, they're gonna have to wait another week or two. So we'll see. I'm not sure what's going on with this weather. I'm having to relearn how to garden this year. What are you doing?
My school.
What are you working on?
Social studies.
Social studies.
And I'm almost done with the school year.
Yay.
Except in math.
Hurry up, we can have more lake days.
I know. And maybe buy a bow.
When I was peeling tomatoes, we had a question about these little grow bags that I'm using. I had used just a few then. I'm using them today simply because I'm out of the smaller pots and I don't want to use enough soil and I just don't really need the really big pots. So they are just grow bags. We've got them on Amazon. We've done a video about them, gosh, a year ago, I think, maybe. They're okay. They work well. They work really well. You can plant them directly in the ground so you don't have to worry about, you know, pulling the plant out, disturbing the roots or anything. We like them mostly for if we're going to sell the plants. And then I don't have to worry about if my pots are going to come back or not and have to keep buying the expensive pots. These are fairly inexpensive. I want to, goodness, I don't know. We'll put a link. I can't remember exactly how much they were, but I want to say like $7 to $10 for 100 or more, maybe even more than that. I'm going to tell you wrong numbers if I try remembering. But they work well. The only reason I kind of hesitate about whether I love them or not is they're just harder to fill than the pots. You know, the pot, you just scoop the soil in and it's done. These just take a little more effort, but then once they're done, they're done. You can stick them directly in the ground. They will break down and they work great. So, and for as inexpensive as they are, it's definitely a lot better option if you're going to be selling or giving away any plants, or if you just don't want to take the expense of the big pots. They work good. When you do go to plant them in the ground, you want to make sure that none of this fabric though is sticking up above the soil, because it'll just dry everything out too much. So I typically just fold it down a little bit and pop it in there. I really hope they're wrong about tomorrow's forecast. I'm over the cold, but also all of our fruit trees have already bloomed. We've got tiny little baby fruit trying to get started, and I really don't want to lose all of them. Our pawpaw trees are covered in flowers this year, and it's the first year for that. Those take 8 years before they start producing fruit, and we have never had fruit off of it. So I was really hoping this would be the year, so I am really hoping the weathermen are wrong. The forecast is not going to get quite as cold as they say, or at least if it drops just quickly to that temperature, that it comes right back up. I mean, we know weathermen are never wrong, right? Right. So hopefully we will still get to have our fruit this year, and all of our peppers. These will actually come back inside. Still bringing plants in and out. Tomatoes and peppers. We've been able to leave them in the greenhouse most nights here lately, but the last few have gotten kind of cold. And of course, I already told y'all tomorrow's supposed to get really cold. So we're still carrying plants in and out, which is very unusual this time of year. I'm hoping we're at the very end of that. Alright, y'all, I just have a couple more of these to get planted. Almost done. Thank goodness. Tedious work, but it's not that bad. But I'm going to get these last few planted and then go clean up. Got some plans tonight. Kids got music lessons. Got to get her to that. So, alright, remember y'all, the days are long. The years are short. So have a little fun too. Don't work too hard. See you next time. Bye.